Sally, let me ask you this. How much money do you think I'm made of? $10,000.
I don't have a clue about you and
You
your
should, because you're supposed to represent the best interests of my children. $10,000 for 2 phone calls. That's the amount of progress you're capable of. Is $10,000 for 2 phone calls.
Apparently, that's all I'm capable of.
Well, that's all the tangible advancement that we've made. 2 phone calls for $10,000. How much money do you think that I can raise or work for? I've been furloughed for 3 months, Sally. My military.
I suspect you have been furloughed ever since March, anyway.
My military benefits barely get me to the end of the month.
Okay, I don't know why I'm talking about my money with you, because I only have to talk to one person about that, and that's Judge Christensen.
Well, I'm the one who has to pay you. So, is it in the best interest of my kids for me to foreclose on my home to pay you? Is that in the best interest? Is it in the best interest for me to have my car repossessed?
It's in the best interest of my kids to foreclose your home to pay me, yes.
It's in the best interest of your kids to foreclose on my home to pay you.
Yes.
And that's the problem I have with attorneys.
On your home, but to pay me, yes.
And this is
I'm done with this conversation. I don't see this conversation being productive. Do you?
Sally, I don't have the money. For $10,000 for 2 phone calls, just go ahead and say, Cash, go ahead and walk away because I know you can't afford me. Just say that. Just say, Cash, walk away from your son. You're never going to afford enough money to be able to pay me to have a reasonable relationship with your kids. And I'll just go ahead.
I'm not going to say that. Those are your words, not mine.
Well, you might as well, Sally. I mean, just be realistic. I don't make $350 an hour. I cannot work enough hours, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week offshore to pay you for this kind of lack of progress. I can't.
So then you can make whatever decision you want based on that information.
Yeah, so walk away from my children. This is a great model.
I'm not telling you to walk away from
Yes,
your
you
children.
are, because there's no other
I
options.
walked away from them in 2018. I didn't tell you to walk away
I
from
walked
them
away
in
from the
2019,
courts.
And I'm not telling you to walk away from them in 2020.
Of course you're not. Of course you're not. We only do everything to drag out cases to ensure that parents will never have a meaningful access or relationship with their kids. The state does not have an interest in this case. I've never been found to be unfit. There's no finding of unfitness, no motion to find me unfit, no nothing. So unless the state can prove a compelling reason for why it's denying me a relationship with my children, okay, you have an obligation as their attorney to protect their civil rights. Their civil rights demand that...